Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video, I'm going to go over one of the stocks that I sold fully out of my position today. I want to go over what stock it is, why I sold the position, and what to look forward for the stock if you are still in it. So the stock that we're looking at today is called 3D Systems. You guys can see Triple D. I have made plenty of videos on this stock saying that this is a high growth stock that everyone should own. 3 stocks I just bought. So these are 2 months ago. This one was 1 month ago. And so with 3D Systems, I did end up selling here today. And so I want to go over my transaction right here. So this is my first sell order that I sold 100 shares on June 28th. So I bought this stock at around $24.88. I bought this stock down here at around $24, and then it ran all the way up right here. You can see we got a high of around $41. I ended up selling at around $40.19, 100 of my shares. I still had 25 shares that I was going to hold on to for the long term, and so the stock had a major sell-off, so I was glad that I sold. And then here we are today. We got another crazy run up all the way up to $40, and so that is going to bring us to my second sell order right here. You can see submitted August 10th, which is today. Limit price of $40.25, and the rest of my stock here, the last 25 shares, I did sell on this one. So overall here, I made a little over 2,000 bucks on this trade for Triple D. This was a stock that I did plan to hold a little bit longer. However, just in the market environments that we are in right now, I want it to be a little bit more liquid. So I did end up selling one of my quicker plays so that I could have some cash on hand to capitalize on any opportunities that I see fit, or if I see an opportunity to average down one of my positions, I will have some cash on hand. And so the reason why I decided to do it is because of how the price action reacted today. So it was clear that we were in a downtrend here with Triple D. We did have very clear levels of resistance. We had very clear levels of support, and today we got all the way up to resistance. And then you can see from this point on at around $40.25, literally the top that I sold at, we ended up coming all the way back down to $34. So I sold also because I started to see some distribution on our accumulation over distribution, which meant that some people were going to sell. Question is though, why in the first place did Triple D go up so much? So Triple D actually reported earnings today, and they had a very stellar earnings, if I say so myself. So they reported non-GAAP earnings of 12 cents per share, which is beating the consensus of 5. So that was absolutely solid here. They reported revenues of 162 million, which is up 44% from a year ago, and also up 11% from the previous quarter. So overall, the revenue surged 59% year over year. The top line outpaced the consensus mark of 142 million. And so that year over year increase in top line results reflected acceleration beyond pre-pandemic performance levels. So 3D stock is getting right back on track. It is back on stride. This is a stock that continues to grow over. This is a stock that is going to continue to appreciate. This is a stock that is only going to get better and stronger. Their balance sheet's only going to get bigger and better. They're only going to get better because they're going to make more acquisitions. Because their balance sheet is so good, they're going to have a very strong market share in the 3D printing space. And I just believe that at the beginning stages of such new technology, any company that can already start to prosper like a 3D Systems is going to do well. And so each stock has its pros and cons, and in this one there's more pros than cons. However, each trader has their own situation that they have to be aware of. So there's not always going to be a time where you want to be buying stocks, even if they are looking attractive. I wanted to take my profits on this one because the profits were quite significant in a very short period of time. And in the market environment, I am a trader. I am able to find opportunities. I also have a lot more patience as well as risk tolerance. So when there are plays that I feel that are going to be a little bit more speculative, I will be the one to pull the trigger on those plays. I am not afraid of those type of plays, and so anytime I can get an opportunity to boost my cash position, I will take it. And so this was the only stock that I sold here today. And so the reason why I wanted to make this video is because there's some people who are holding this stock that might be freaking out now that I sold it. But just remember, this company is doing very great things. They're growing year over year. They're growing quarter over quarter. And now post-pandemic trends look very favorable for this company. So there should be no reason to hurry out of this if you have it for the long term. If you're like me and you want cash on hand and you are trying to liquidate some positions just to build out a better and stronger cash position, then that is a decision that's up to you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I tell you to buy or sell a stock. These are just my opinions and what I personally do in the stock market. So when I'm looking now at the stock chart here on Triple D, the accumulation is starting to go down slightly here. It's still at near all-time highs, so I still do think that the price action is quite healthy. However, this was a clear rejection of resistance, and so I'm glad that I got out when I did. If I see the price action get down below 30, maybe even 25, I will hop in again. The biggest mistake I made on this stock was when I sold my first 100 shares right here at 40.19. I should have bought back at my same price level with that money and then sold everything again here. So I should have rinsed and repeated, but I didn't, and so that is a little mistake that I made on my part. However, the setup is still very nice on this one, but I just wanted to update y'all because I did sell this position, so I wanted to be as transparent as possible with y'all. And so there you guys have it. This was my quick little update on Triple D stock. Great earnings, great stock, but I had to sell for myself here. And so if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.